impressed by his CV and also his paper list and his ideas about how he's gonna spend the 2 months in Taiwan. So I look at the letter and say, oh, this is very interesting. Because Farsha's sounds like a very enthusiastic young student, and he's a PhD candidate already. He sounds very nice, and so I think it would be very good for my laboratories to have Canadian student, PhD students to be in our lab for this summer, even just 2 months. I should call him very energetic. Once he got started, he just never quit. We had a long talk for his first day when he joined the lab, and he thoroughly understood our lab's projects. I showed him we have 6 projects going on at one time, and immediately he just identified like 3 or 4 projects he'd be very interested.
Wow.
So at that time I would say, gee, so Farsha, you are too ambitious because 1 or 2 projects to me for him to spend the 2 summer would be keep his hands full and keep him busy enough. But he said no, he want to try. So we welcome him, and so once he jumped in, and he just worked very hard, and he found out that we have some common projects going on. That's why when he got really excited. So and he found out that can be complementary, because his lab doesn't have a micro turbine to do the power generation. But we do, and but his lab has a very nice, very useful, powerful software that can do the simulation. So once he started, and he worked very closely with my students, and I encourage my students to work closely with him as well to help him out as much as we can. And it turns out he catch up real quickly. He's got an amazing learning curve. He just jumped right into the project and knows exactly, pretty soon he find out the details of our projects, and he start using his software from Canada, from his lab, and start doing the real simulation of our microturbine engines operation. And pretty soon we're seeing very good results, and he's very excited. And from then on, he just kind of carry on his very hard works, very diligent work, and I didn't know till he left that he has accomplished a lot of the results that I didn't expect him to do in such a short period of time. Yes, actually already started. He just sent me he sent me a paper last night that he wrote based on the work that he's done here with my students and myself and my lab equipments, and already submitted to the American Society of Mechanical Engineers to I think already 2 conferences will be held next year. So he put me as the one of the authors, and I think he did a great job, and I think we're looking forward to future cooperations through him, and we can work more closely with Professor Fang, who is his advisor in Canada at Ryerson University. So it turns out we can be very much complementary, since through him I found out we both have energy problems both in Taiwan and Canada. But in Taiwan, most of the energy was consumed by, say, commercial industry and other things. But turns out in Canada, according to Farshid, 60% of the energy was consumed on housing because it's very cold in Canada, so in heating. So Professor Fang, his advisor, is an expert in building, construction, and housing energy conservation. And here in my lab, we were doing more like a portable portable power generations, or in pollution reductions in Taiwan, because since we have too many automobiles, vehicles, and also a lot of the plants emitting a lot of the pollution. So that's different problems, but we can be complementary to each other, but the problem itself basically is the same. It's the energy. I think so, because at first he brought in the softwares that we never seen before. It was an industry software, and it was very powerful. It can do a lot of the simulations, and also he brought in some new concepts about how we can do the future power generation in more with less pollution and with more efficiency. And so I think Farshid, he's very brilliant. He always got some new ideas, especially with his experience from the industry, and from Iran to Iran to Canada, and then back to Taiwan. And I think he's just a guy with many ideas, and so we really benefit from that as well. Oh yes, I'm excited. I'm very excited, since this is the first time, and we're so successful with Farshid, and we are looking forward to be part of this SIP program, and we really believe this is a precious program that can help both our guests, candidates, or whatever researchers, and also my students will benefit quite a bit too. So yes, we are really looking forward to next year.